So now we'll start the MAC layer. In the MAC layer, we'll see the first and very toughest procedure. After then, the rest of the procedure is very easy. We'll see the next is the Rach procedure, and that is very important. Actually, in any interviews, there are mainly three procedures that will take you almost half an hour time. And if you're good in these three procedures, rest of the procedures you can easily handle. That is your power-on procedure, Rach procedure, and attach procedure, and some of the RRC procedures. Because Rach is not that much easy by reading the book or specifications. We can understand there are so many things even we have to know beyond the specifications. While working, we'll get the so many problem in the handset. Then we understand. So then again, the new theory will be added in the Rach procedure. Depends upon your device testing. Because here, as I said again, repeating, beyond the specifications even, so many information we have to understand. And I hope please. If you mute Sanjay, please mute.
Sorry.
So again in this topic, I will requesting you refer only the class notes in book or Google. They write the theory, but this not that much clear. So what is the Rach procedure that we have to understand here? So in power-on procedure, if you remember, I said that is the downlink synchronization procedure. Power-on procedure was the downlink synchronization, which was helping the UE to synchronize in downlink direction. How mobile will perform the uplink synchronization? Because already downlink synchronization is over. So after downlink synchronization, your mobile has to perform the uplink synchronization. Because if you see the complete procedure from your switch on till registering the mobile, you have one mobile. Now it's when you switch on, from power on till your mobile registered to the network, still will show Reliance or Airtel on your screen after switching on. What are the procedures will take place sequentially? So first procedure, power on, that is called the downlink synchronization. After then, Rach procedure. That is called the uplink synchronization procedure. That is called the Rach procedure. That is called uplink synchronization procedure. Then after downlink synchronize, uplink synchronize, then next your mobile start the RRC procedure with, means your mobile has to move from idle mode to connected mode. So for that your mobile will initiate the RRC connection establishment procedure. After then, once RRC connection will be established, then your mobile start with the attach procedure with the network, means register procedure with the network. Once attach procedure will be completed, means mobile registered with the network, then whatever the RRC connection has established, release the RRC connection. This question asked so many times in interview. They are asking simple. If from power on to this mobile registered to the network, tell me what are the procedures you tested, what are the sequence. So that you please remember that are the sequence that will take place. Power on, first step, then Rach, then RRC connection assessment, then attach, then RRC connection release. So in most of the interview, and even when you were working, 50%, 60% problem will face here only. Because here, only after reading the book, you cannot clear the interview. You must have the good idea about the specifications. Even with the working, you will get the new theories while working, then you get some new issues. Based on that, we can put the new theories during the class. So Rach procedure is used. First point, as you know, the uplink synchronization. And one more reason, what I can say, if you can see here, mobile is transmitting RRC connection establishment. In future, we'll see there also some another RRC message that's called the RRC connection re-establishment. This is establishment, and one more message, re-establishment, that is not used here between power on to sync RRC connection release procedure. After that means when you have to modify your RRC connection has lost, again re-establishment start. So that time we'll see when it is RRC procedures. Then RRC connection re-establishment procedure will be also used. So when mobile have to transmit uplink RRC messages, this message, or other than this another RRC message. So you understand, to transmit this message, your mobile needs the uplink resource. So if your mobile does not have enough uplink resource, because this is the uplink message, to transmit the RRC connection establishment means the message is RRC connection request. This is all uplink message. So if mobile have to transmit the uplink message and your mobile does not have enough resource to transmit the uplink message, then your mobile will initiate the Rach procedure. If we does not have enough resource for uplink transmission, then we will more particularly VMAC, because this is a MAC layer procedure. VMAC will initiate Rach procedure. So UE does not have enough resource for uplink transmission means what? UE does not have resource for this message. Means suppose if your mobile RRC so this is your RRC layer. For example, suppose mobile have to transmit this message RRC connection request. This is uplink message, or RRC connection re-establishment request. This message we see in details in RRC layer. So RRC layer to send this message, this both messages are uplink connection. This is a mobile is transmitted. So your mobile RRC to transmit this message, suppose now by transmitting through different layers, means PTCP, RLC, it reaches to the MAC layers. MAC layer have to transmit this message to the physical layer. Niranjan,
Yes, sir.
now tell me this message will transmit to which transport channel? This is
So,
Mac and future based transport channels. So which transport channel it will be transmitted?
logical control, sir.
I'm asking who is Manmohan Singh? You're telling Sonia Gandhi is mother of Rahul Gandhi.
So,
No preparation. Yesterday I requested even though no use.
yes.
Mohit,
ULSCH होगा ना,
sorry?
अपलोडिंग शेयर चैनल होगा शायद यहाँ पे,
कौन सा?
अपलोडिंग ULSCH अपलोडिंग शेयर
अपलोडिंग
चैनल.
अपलोडिंग स्टेशन ऐसा कोई चैनल ही नहीं है अपलोडिंग स्टेशन. मोहित मोहित बालाचंद्र दिवेंद्र खुर्शीद इससे क्लास में आके साइलेंट हो जाता है, बोलता नहीं. Channel is the not uploading information raw, it's a uplink shared channel.
ULSCH मुझे याद था.
Uplink share channel. This is uplink as a message. It will transmit in the uplink share channel. So now it means RRC consent request when the MAC will receive, and the rest of the people when I am asking the question, please unmute and respond. This is not good idea that you are not unmuting and not responding. Then also I'll unmute myself. I'll mute myself as well. If you will not respond, I will mute myself. So RRC connection request when MAC layer will receive, then MAC layer have to transmit this message in the uplink share channel. But each RRC message having their size. So if suppose size of RRC message is more than the available resource on uplink shared channel, means uplink shared channel is not available enough resource to transmit this message, then your MAC layer will initiate the Rach procedure, because it has पूछा है so many times which is the scenario which will trigger the UE to initiate the Rach. हम लोग बुक में क्या पढ़ते हैं, बस Rach procedures पढ़ते हैं. They will give the Rach call flow. They say कि okay, Rach procedure MAC level will not see the dream ना, they will immediately start the Rach. Tell me the scenarios. How exactly MAC level will get triggered? So we can say one of the reason when RRC level send higher layer message and that message's size is more than the resource available on ULSCH, that will trigger the UE to initiate the Rach procedure. And second, if your UE lost the uplink synchronization, like during the handover, because in handover you're moving from your current base station to the new base station. So if your mobile will lost the uplink synchronization, because I'm moving to the new inode base, so you have to again get the new synchronization with the new inode base. So if your UE lost the uplink synchronization, then we will initiate the Rach procedure. So we can say Rach procedures. Rach procedure. Useful. Following scenarios. First, when said is first point. We will take it here as it is, and then second point, when your be last uplink synchronization. That is the, for example, during handover. So here you can write, I said when your RRC will send the RRC connection establishment message. So if you will see in future, we will see in detail about those procedure. So what is the RRC connection establishment procedure? In RRC connection establishment procedure, these are the messages will be exchanged between your mobile and eNode B. So this is your RRC and this is the eNode B RRC. You send the first message, say RRC connection request, then next message will be RRC connection setup, and third message RRC connection setup complete. These are the three messages that is used to successfully establish the RRC connection. Means if your mobile have to establish the RRC connection with the eNode B, these three messages has to be successfully exchanged, and RRC connection is compulsory required in any call setup call flow. Means if you want to establish the call between mobile to network, so before call, connection must be established. And call means not only voice call, it can be even chatting as well and data call as well. So if you want to establish the end-to-end traffic session between mobile and network, so before traffic will be transmit, RRC connection must be established, because once RRC connection will be established, then only traffic flow start. Traffic flow, or we'll see in future mass layer signal. But to transmit the traffic flow, compulsory this RRC connection establishment between your UE and eNode B is required. If RRC connection is not established, then you cannot transmit the traffic for establishing the end-to-end traffic or data transmission. So that I'm telling you, to transmit this message, your mobile, when transmit this message here, see here, when situations required, mobile is transmitting this message, but when it is received by the MAC layer is not having the resource, so MAC layer trigger the Rach procedure. So when they start, how MAC layer trigger the Rach, so please tell them very clearly. So next point, call setup signaling is initiated by the UE when UE in RRC idle mode. So I said when you are in RRC idle mode, you have to move to the connected mode. For that, you initiate the RRC connection procedure, that is the part of your call setup. So now when your UI need RRC connection establishment, as I said, कि suppose तुम्हारा मोबाइल idle mode में है, you are receiving any paging message. On the response of paging in mobile now idle mode, you have to move to the connected mode to receive that call. So in the response of paging message, this procedure will start. Or as I said, a nice layer message. If nice layer have to send any message, you know very well. Your mobile nice Sanjay. संजय,
यस सर।
ई में नाइस लेयर कौन सा लेयर में है? लेयर 1, 2, 3?
लेयर 3 है सर।
श्योर?
यस सर।